Hey there parents, welcome back to Parental Guidance. In this episode, I want to talk about the big word called respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. According to the Webster's Dictionary, respect means a courteous consideration of the other person. A courteous consideration of the other person. So here we see your son or daughter as a person, as a human being. You don't see them as a son or daughter. Why do I say so? Because when we see them as a son and you as a father or mother, sometimes you would have a little bias in you. You would think that you are the boss. You know what I mean? When we as a manager, we think of our executive as our subordinate. When we talk to them, we also have a bias. We think that we are his boss. So that won't really give us a good chance to perform a courteous consideration of the other person. Let's be fair. Let's be on equal ground with our children whenever we want to talk to them and show our respect. I have heard a lot of parents saying that their child have attitude problem, showing disrespect, using words that hurt their feelings, hurt the parents' feelings. And they ask me, how can I show respect to them in that way? How can I show respect, and why should I show respect even when they don't respect us? That's a very good question, and it's actually the most important question in this episode. Why should I respect my child when my child doesn't respect me? Now, let's first understand what teenagers are going through. All teenagers are going through a very volatile stage of life. They are going through adulthood, but it's still in the process, haven't reached the adulthood yet. So there are a lot of hormonal changes inside their body that will affect their emotions, their feelings, and of course their actions and behavior. Let's forgive them. Can we? Let's forgive them because they are in such a chaotic stage of life. Let's not put more load, put more burden or pressure onto their lives. Let's forgive them, accept them that they are having trouble, and let's find a way to help them. One of the best ways is parent to show respect to teenagers. I might not have answered the question, why should you respect them when they disrespect you, but I think I've given you the idea and knowledge that they are not really disrespecting you on purpose. They are just feeling confused, and sometimes they can't control their words and action. Now the ball is on your feet. Why should you respect? I will just simply tell you that showing respect is a very strong foundation to a strong, loving, respectful relationship. It can be with an adult, with your husband or your wife. If you show respect to your husband, it's a good foundation to build a strong, loving, respectful relationship with your husband. If you show respect to your teenage child, it's also the same thing. It's a strong foundation to a strong, loving, respectful relationship. Need I say more than that? If you don't want that, then you can stop watching this video. But if you want to get there, continue watching. So the next question could be, how do I show respect? I have tried, but it didn't really work. There's no payback. I don't get the respect from my child even when I respected him or her. Let me give you a real example. Something that you can relate to. Let's say your son has just finished his IGCSEs and holiday is coming. There will be a 2-month break, really long break. So they want to celebrate. He wants to celebrate with his friends, so he asks permission to host a house party inside your house on a Friday night. So upon some negotiation, you have agreed to let him host it, maximum 10 people in the party, and they have to end by 1 a.m. He asked for 2 a.m. but you said, nope, 1 a.m. 2 a.m. is way too late. So he has agreed, and the party is happening, is going on. And you know, when they are being happy, they lose control. Sometimes they want the music to be louder and louder and louder. At one point, it was so loud that it disturbed your sleep and your husband's sleep. You all couldn't sleep. But you need to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning to go for a walk at the park. So you are feeling angry, right? Now, if you are a disrespectful mom, you will just open your door, shout at your son, tell them to tone down because they are disturbing your sleep. He will be embarrassed, but he will tone down as well. If you are a respectful mom, with courteous consideration of your son at that point of time, you can look for your son, bring him into his room or your room. Tell him that, son, the music is way too loud, it's disturbing our sleep. We need to wake up at 7 a.m. to go for a walk. It's our weekly walk. So we want to sleep. Can you tone down the music and make sure you end by 1 a.m.? If you talk to him like that, I'm very sure that he will cooperate and comply. You will tone down the music and be very sure that he will end by around 1 a.m. I won't guarantee that exactly 1 a.m. they will stop the music. Maybe it's 1:05, maybe it's 1:10, but they will still end by around 1 a.m. That's his way of showing respect back to you when you have shown respect to him. Courteous consideration of the other person. Well, I hope you have gotten a better idea of what respect really means, why we should respect our teenagers, and how to do it on a daily basis. From now on, I encourage you to try it and do it every day to make it into a habit, make it into part of your lifestyle. And I can guarantee one thing, you will slowly build a strong, loving, respectful relationship with your teenager.